YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be telling you a story about how I passed out in ninth grade. Well, it was just any typical day, I think. I went to school, I think we let in about like 7:20, I think, and I went to breakfast in my English class, my ninth grade English class, and I asked the teacher, I was like, I need to use the restroom, I need to go to a nurse or something, because something's going on. So I kept raising my hand like this. And I was like, okay, is she gonna look at me? And I just kept raising my hand like, okay. So then she was like, yes, what do you want? I was like, can I go to the nurse? She was like, yeah, okay. So as I'm getting up from out the desk, next thing I know, I just, bam, I hit the floor. Like, I was gone. Like, the whole class was like, and I was like, oh my God. Like, I was on the floor and I could hear the teachers running over. It was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? So she was trying to see about me. Then she called a nurse up there, and all the principals came up there, and she was like, she just passed out. She just passed out. So they took me outside the hallway area or whatever. And I went outside the hallway. And I was just sitting in there. They put me in like a desk or whatever. They just kept questioning me. It was like, are you on drugs? Did you take anything this morning? I'm like, no, I'm not on drugs. I don't know what happened. I don't like do any pills or smoke weed or anything like that. I'm not on drugs, no. They was like, are you sure you're not on drugs? We're gonna call your mom up here and something's gonna happen if you find out that you're lying, that you're not on drugs and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, no, I'm not on drugs. What are you talking about? No, I'm not on drugs. Like, okay, we're gonna get the nurse up here. The nurse is gonna come and ask you questions too. The other nurse, I was like, okay, get the other nurse up here because I'm not on drugs. So the nurse kept asking me questions. Was like, what did you take this morning? Did you take anything this morning? I'm like, no, I didn't take anything this morning. All I did was eat breakfast. So after that, my mom came up there and she took me straight to the hospital or whatever. So she took me straight to the doctor. So I got to the doctor's office. They still kept questioning me. It was like, are you on any kind of drugs? Did you take any kind of pills? Just ask me all kind of questions. I'm like, no, I'm not on drugs. I keep telling y'all I am not on drugs. Stop asking me all these questions. Stop. So she was like, okay, we're gonna do a test, see if you take any drugs, and if you take any drugs, then you're gonna get in big trouble. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I laid down on the you know how they have like the little bed in the doctor's office or whatever right there, and I was laying down on that, and she kept like massaging my stomach and stuff, kept pressing down on my stomach, see if she feel any like lumps or anything. And then, okay, she left out the room. So about 5 minutes later, I got up and I just threw up everything I ate for breakfast. I threw all it up in the trash can. I missed the trash can. The trash can was all the way over here. I'm throwing up on the floor, so mom had to get the trash can and like run it to me. So I threw up in the trash can. And I just kept throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. She was like, are you okay? Stop, Liz. Stop. My dog was getting on my nerves. So she was like, are you okay? Are you all right? And then it was like, nurse. The doctors came in or whatever. So after they ran all the tests and everything, all the drug tests were negatives and, everything was negative. I'm like, I told y'all I wasn't on drugs. I don't know what's going on with me, but I wasn't on drugs. So after I left the doctor's office or whatever, about a few days later, the doctors called my mom and she was like, well, I think your daughter had food poisoning. She was like, and I was like, I know when I tasted like we had like grits and eggs and like sausages and all that. She was like, and I knew it tasted funny, but I just kept eating it. So I was hungry that morning, so I just kept eating it. So I was like, So she was like, your daughter got food poisoning, but I guess she ate the breakfast or whatever. That's all she ate that morning. And we're gonna give her some pills for like nausea and all that kind of stuff. So after about a week or two later, I come back to school and everybody was like, were you on drugs? Cause they kept asking about you on drugs and stuff. I'm like, no, I wasn't on drugs. I sprayed this room that I was on drugs. I was not on drugs. So it wasn't around the whole school, but just in the classroom. Everybody was like, well, when you got up and you asked to go to nurse, I was so shocked because you like passed out in front of my desk and I was just trying to make sure everything all right. I was like, yes, I am fine. I mean, I just got food poisoning. I was sued the school, but I didn't. And after that, my teacher was like, every day she was like, are you okay, Jasmine? Are you all right? Do you need to go to the restroom? I was like, no, I'm okay, whatever. She was like, I'm so sorry that I got a little irritated because I was in the middle of a lesson and I didn't know you was that sick and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, it's okay, ma'am. I'm all right now. So after that week or two, whatever, you know, everybody, the room was calmed down or whatever. It was like, oh, she got food poison. She got food poison. She should have sue the school and this and this. And like, and to this day, I should have sued them. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna worry about it. Because after that day, I didn't eat no breakfast at school. I took my own Pop-Tarts breakfast because I thought I was gonna get sick again. So I was just like, I mean, I'm all right now, but I mean, I had some more stories when I passed out. If you really want to know about all the other stories, I passed out like 3 times, and they were like different times. So if you want to listen, if you want to hear that story time, then comment below, and I'll do that story time for you because that was funny too. Those days were pretty funny. That all the other days that I passed out, I look back on, I was like, whoa, I mean, I passed out. Dang, I almost died. This story, just comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload. And I'm gonna post more story times and probably do a is it called like a mukbang or mukbang or something? Mukbang, whatever it's called. I'll post some more of those story times for you guys, and I'll be posting more and more in the upcoming weeks. And I'll see you in the next video.